Good morning, Chatham County. It is Thursday, September 25th, 2025, and there's been a little bit of rain out there, and we're expecting more rain over the next few days, so it may be a not so pleasant weekend. But hey, let's get into what's going on in Chatham County. Let's talk about the Chatham Chatlist that went out earlier this morning. We've been off for a few days, but we're back on the podcast route. And so let's start off with the chat list, and then we'll talk about what other things are coming up or are going on. And that's available on the Chatham Chatlist Facebook page as well as the Chatham Journal Facebook page. But here's a scoop off of the Chatham Chatlist. The Chatham County Library will host author Kamal Bell, and that's happening on Saturday, October 25th. So that's just a month away, and that's from 1 to 2 o'clock at the Chatham Community Library at the Holmes Family Meeting Room. Also, Carolina Tiger Rescue is having a watch party at Havoc in Pittsboro September 25th. Hey, that's today. You can go ahead and join them at 8 p.m. to cheer on comedian and podcast host Mark Moran in the season finale of Celebrity Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. He's chosen the Carolina Tiger Rescue as his charity of choice, and by playing for the sanctuary, he's helping provide food, veterinary care, and safe forever homes for the tigers, cats, and other rescues under the care of the Carolina Tiger Rescue. So that's pretty neat. Check out Havoc tonight at 8 p.m. All right, what else we've got going on? Well, more news from the Chatham County Community Library. They're going to host a Veterans Coffee Break. That's taking place on Tuesday, September 30th from 10 a.m. to noon at the Holmes Family Meeting Room. It's open to all veterans residing in Chatham County. No registration is required. Again, next Tuesday from 10 to noon p.m. Also, the community is invited to provide public input at a public input session on Regional Hazard Mitigation Plan. That's taking place again next Tuesday, September 30th, and that's happening at the Chatham County Emergency Operations Center, which is located at 112 Innovation Way in Pittsboro. And then we also have John Dykers, Dr. John. He's got a copy that he's reviewed with his family members about his end-of-life plan. We'll post that on the Chatham Chatlist page, so you'll be able to see that. If you can fix me, please do. If you can't fix me, please help me avoid pain, fear, air, hunger, nausea, thirst, loss of my dignity, and prolonging the dying process. So, yeah, Doc, I'm not sure how old the Doc is, but he's on in age, so that's nice that he was able to share that message with us. All right, let's take a look at what's going on. I'm taking a look at the Chatham Chatlist Facebook page because we provide information. We go in there in the mornings, we go in there around lunchtime, and in the evenings, and just update a lot of the stuff we're reposting from folks that we follow so that we're able to see what's going on out there. And I'm trying to get this going correctly, and for some reason it's not going correctly, but that's okay. We'll get this fixed. Yeah, it's giving me a hard time right now. Let me do a refresh so we bring this up. And again, we try to keep these podcasts about 5 to 10 minutes long. Don't want to go any longer than that. Give you a brief news update of what's going on. Again, we mentioned the weather. That's looking like, hey, we're going to get some about maybe 2 to 2.5 inches. I don't mind. I would just prefer it didn't come this weekend. Also, in the News and Observer, there's a story on the quote-unquote billionaire who was charged in an alleged nonprofit scheme. Jordan and Gallardo, if you remember, and actually there was an article in the Chatham News and Record back in the Siler City 3 years ago when their nonprofit, quote, startup Siler failed to provide any meaningful work, and they had some candidates running for office in Siler City, and it was just bogus. 501 Pharmacies got information. They got nuts. Oh my gosh, they got picante nuts in stock. And Han, you know what? I always wonder what Han would look like with some hair. Maybe I'll use AI and put some hair on him. Also, neat news is the Chatham County schools have proudly celebrated contributions of volunteers at the PTA thrift store. $548,000 in school funding was distributed to the various schools. If you go to the Chatham Journal website, you'll be able to see how it was distributed to the various schools, and that was primarily based upon volunteer hours. Carolina Tiger Rescue lost one of their members. Been there. Let's see. He's shown 13 years old, and he was at the rescue for six years. Alumni band night coming up at Northwood, and that's happening October 10th at 6 p.m. call time. That's always neat to go out there when you're watching a game, being able to see them have those reunions. Jordan Lake Farms has got 2 more days of You Pick flower season going on. Northwood Thrift Shop again is always looking for volunteers. We talked about what $500,000 worth of revenue that was generated for the schools through the PTA Thrift Shop. There's also pictures being taken at the that's today, taking at JM group pictures, as well as you if you want individuals. Let's see here, weekly specials at the O'Quinn's Butcher Shop. Hey, that's one of our favorite places. We like to go in there. They've got a whole bunch of different choices. Here's an interesting one: sweet onion teriyaki brat. I may have to stop by and pick up some of that. I like the different sausages they put together. It's a little bit different than you'll find in your general grocery store. There's an open house happening October 2nd at Southern Supreme Open House. If you're a fruitcake lover or any other type of goodies, you can stop by. They've got some specials going on. Circle City Ice Cream's got looks like a pumpkin spice type of ice cream offering. So yeah, it's pumpkin spice season's showing up. We want to congratulate Nia Henry. She's this week's Tony Keck All-In Belt Award recipient. She's got a picture of her. She's psyched having that belt on. You need to, as I said, check out our Facebook page. Also, Pittsboro Feeds got their grand opening this coming Saturday. Oh, if you're interested in chicks, live poultry, they are available for purchase on this Friday, starting at 8:30. And yes, it says get here early. I've been out there when their chicks show up. They've got a line of customers looking to pick up some poultry. So just giving you that heads up. There's an open barn Thanksgiving kickoff happening at the Lily Den Farm. That's November 22nd. Also a reminder, if you walk by Realty World's window in downtown Pittsboro, we provide some of the content. All of the content that you see up in that digital display. Also on the 23rd, there was a cross-country meet with Margaret Pollard. So a lot of school activities going on in middle school and in high school. Let's see what else we've got going on here. Siler City Police Department noted that recently they had a couple officers complete the Survival Tactics Level 1. So that's nice to know. Fair Game Beverage Company's having a Wednesday. That was yesterday. So I'm going back too far. So look, folks, that's pretty much all the updates we've got this morning. Phillips Farms of Chatham, they've got pumpkins available now. So if you need pumpkins for for Halloween, I don't know if they'll last at Thanksgiving, you can pick those up as well. Reminder, JM's got their homecoming game coming up this Saturday. We'll probably be out there taking pictures, so we'll love to see you out there. Also, if you're interested, I've got some pictures loaded up on the Chatham Journal Facebook page. 2016 Northwood Friday night football game against Lee County, and you may recognize some folks in there. 9 years ago. Time sure does fly. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. We will hopefully be back tomorrow, trying to get back into the regular schedule after skipping a few days. Thanks for listening. Come on back.